This is you leaking salt water out of your face. Not because something's in your eye, because of your feelings. As far as anyone can tell, no other animal does this. Lots of animals have tears. None of them seem to cry because the dog died in the movie. And here's the genuinely embarrassing part. After more than 100 years of looking into it, scientists still aren't fully sure why you do it either. First, the part we actually understand. You make 3 different kinds of tears, and they're not the same thing. Basal tears are the boring ones, a thin film that runs all day to keep your eyeballs from drying out and cracking like a windshield. You're crying very slightly right now. You're welcome. Reflex tears are the emergency flush. Onions, wind, a stray eyelash. Your eye panics and hoses the area down. And then there's the third kind, the weird one, the one this whole video is about. Tears drain through a tiny pipe in the corner of your eye that empties straight into your nose. This is why, when you cry, your nose runs. You're not producing extra snot. That's just tears taking the back exit. It is the same theme as everything else about you. A fish built the plumbing, nobody updated it. And now your face has a drainage problem with feelings attached. Quick detour because it matters. When you chop an onion, you're not sad about the onion. You've sliced its cells open, and they fire off a tiny cloud of an irritant gas. It drifts up, hits the wet surface of your eye, and your eye does the only thing it knows, flush. These are reflex tears. Chemically, they're a different recipe from the crying at a wedding kind, which is the first clue that emotional tears might actually be for something, and not just an overflow. Here's the strange bit. Plenty of animals have working tear ducts, but producing tears because you're emotional, sobbing at a sad song, welling up when you're overwhelmed, appears to be a human thing. Appears to be is doing real work in that sentence. Animals can't tell us how they feel, and the evidence for other species is mostly anecdotes. So scientists are careful here, and so are we. As far as we can currently tell, you're the only animal that cries from emotion. Probably. Don't quote that on a test. So why would evolution hand you a face that leaks when you're sad? There are a few theories, and they get progressively more unhinged. Theory 1. Tears clean your eyes. True. Also completely dodges the question. Theory 2. Crying flushes stress chemicals out of your body. A popular idea. The evidence for it is thin. Hold that thought. Theory 3. Crying is a signal. It tells other people you need help. And Theory 4. You evolve a way to leak salt water from your face so that other apes feel bad enough to stop what they're doing and take care of you. That last one sounds like a joke. It's actually the leading theory. Think about what crying actually does. Your vision blurs. You can't really fight or run. You're visibly, helplessly not okay. That's the point. Tears may be an honest signal, a way of broadcasting I need help that's genuinely hard to fake because it briefly puts you out of commission. A baby that can signal distress gets fed. An adult who can show real vulnerability gets comforted, forgiven, supported. In a species that survives by sticking together, a built-in please help me button that other people instinctively respond to is not a bug. It might be one of the more human things about you. But I feel better after a good cry. Maybe. This is where the honesty kicks in. The famous idea that crying physically flushes stress hormones out of you. Remember Theory 2. Has surprisingly weak evidence. In a lab, people often don't feel better right after crying. What seems to matter is whether someone's there for it. People who cry and get comforted tend to feel better. People who cry alone, into a pillow, frequently feel worse. Which, conveniently, points right back at the social signal idea. Cry may work best when somebody's around to receive the signal. So, the honest summary. You have 3 kinds of tears running on plumbing a fish installed and nobody ever serviced. 2 of them, keeping your eyes wet, flushing out onions, we understand completely. The third one, the emotional one, is weirdly, possibly uniquely human, and the best guess is that it's not really about your eyes at all. It's a message to other people. A way of saying, I'm not okay that you can't easily fake and they can't easily ignore. You're not weak for crying. You're running social software so old and so effective that your face will, against your will, file a help request on your behalf. The warning never explained it. The fish definitely didn't plan it. And it might be one of the few upgrades that actually shipped working. Subscribe for more honest reasons your body is the way it is. And the next time you cry, remember, that's not weakness. That's a 500 million-year-old support ticket. Next episode, why you can't sleep at 2 a.m., and why it's the Stone Age's fault.